Alright, we are back for part number 4, RCAF Championship Series of League of Legends, match number 1. There is at least a second match so far, and there will hopefully be more in the future. We have the blue team currently trailing on gold, but up a tower, and you feel the purple team's got a little bit of an advantage here, though. The momentum seems to have shifted their way. They've gotten the last couple of kills. They got the tower that pulled it back to 1. They have the gold lead, but not the build lead. Surprisingly enough, I keep going back to this. I think they're spreading out the warding responsibility admirably, but at the same time, I think it's perhaps costing a couple of people's builds. A couple of people maybe not building the items that I think probably they should. I mean, I don't know about the Tristana. Trinity Force, I don't really know about the idea of having Piranha's Hurricane on Tristana. And I must say that the use of the Twin Shadows, I believe that's what that item is called. It's you can see it there on Mischief, actually. I'm not sure if that really was necessary. She built that, and she doesn't have a Radaman's Omen, or not a Radaman's Omen, Zhonya's Hourglass yet, which you would think would be pretty key for a Morgana build. And she wasn't really having a problem dealing with really the only mage on the other team, Go Andrew Ziggs. She was pretty much winning that lane, pushing it effectively. Wasn't able to kill him due to largely the lack of burst damage, but you can see the 2-1 and 7 to the 2-2 and 1. She's won this mid battle, yet she bought what is mostly a defensive item. I mean, she really needed the magic resist. I would really think that a better option would have been the Abyssal Scepter. I think the Abyssal Scepter or the Zhonya's Hourglass there much more fits the needs of this game for Mischief. So a bit of a mistake there, but she's playing a good game. She's at 278 CS to 197, 217 to 221. I mean, she's definitely won that mid lane. That's probably that's the biggest farm difference in the game between the lanes, is right there. She has the most farm in the game, actually, 278. Jack taking out the bottom turret. The problem with that is, what you're doing here is you're going for a 4-man Baron when they know it's a 4-man Baron. Now, it doesn't look like it's going to play that big of a role because you got Brandon against Law currently going bottom to counter that. There's the Morgana ult. But yeah, it's not going well. The Baron aggro is working against them. They lose Mischief, they lose Togwell. I think they're going to lose Viking Sun here. Yes, Jigger might get away. The only thing that can stop it is maybe Bach. Altos and Andrew staying behind along with Ramsey to finish that Baron off. So a bad call. I mean, we were talking about how Purple had this momentum rolling for them, and they just gave it away like that with just a bad idea to do Baron right there. I mean, I understand it was a 4v4, not a 5v4, but I really think that if you're going to do that, you need to have your team there. You really do. Or you need to really know where the enemy team is and have the ability to position them, because right now they're going to get pushed pretty hardly up this middle. I mean, this inhibitor tower, despite the fact that Jack's up and Jigger's up, I feel that on a 3v2, this tower's going down. And there it is. Andrew takes out the tower. They chase him out a little bit. Doesn't look like Blue really has the confidence to fight this battle, but they're going to fight it anyways because Jigger's starting to really drop. Probably a bad idea to come out here from Jack and Jigger. They look like they're going to get away with it, and in fact, Mischief's going to pick up the backside kill on Andrew, which is a nice little piece of work there. But yeah, again, just if I were to break this game down, I would say that the purple team is making more mistakes. They're a little bit better on capitalizing what little blue's giving them, as opposed to what purple's or as opposed to what blue's giving purple. But at the same time, I mean, there have been some colossal mistakes here, like that Baron bit, some bad team fights where they really haven't been in the position to make it happen. And they've gone for it. Anyways, with the teams this far apart, let's get a little bit of a skip here. You can see the farm there. The gold lead still favoring, has swung back actually to the blue team. They've got it down to a 1-kill gap, and they are still up a tower. So everything right now going the Bach-Knacker's way. But I think that may be about to change, as this seems like a very out of position. And Brannigan's Law trying to split push. He's got Mischief to the front, Viking Sun and Jigger to the side, and that's a dead Ash. He had help coming, but it was just way too far away, and they just pull back and say, we'll cut our losses on that one. So just as we're talking again about like a massive momentum going towards blue, I mean, they make a costly mistake like that, and the number of momentum shifts in the game have been truly remarkable. I mean, you can say what you want about that being a sign of perhaps poor play, and it probably is. But at the same time, I think it's a sign of an evenly matched team that they can both make mistakes, but they can recover from it. And some reasonable mental fortitude, to be honest, as Blue's going to get a dragon here. Kind of making up for their early dragon deficiency. They've won the last, I think, 2 or 3 now. And they go for blue buff. The Dark Binding doesn't find a home. Had it, I think there might have been a chance there. But at the same time, this is a 4-on-3 fight that they're engaging in here, and you know, again, this is kind of a mistake for purple. I think what maybe is kind of saving them is the fact that I don't think blue realizes it's a 4-on-3. They're like, there's no way this is a 4-on-3 with you being this ballsy. They don't have vision on Togwell or Jack Brody, who are, you know, around the base and not really anywhere near the fight. Looks like purple wants to make a push down the middle to even up that whole inhibitor turret thing. That's really the difference right now. I mean, all the outer turrets for both teams are down. It's the inhibitor turret being down for purple that is really giving a considerable advantage. Anyways, here we go. Purple pushing into the base, maybe looking for it. Dark Binding there, but doesn't look like they're quite ready to do it. Let's look at the alts here. The alts are all up. Possibly get initiation off a couple of those. And here we go. The Ash Arrow goes in. The Zigzag goes in. You got the Zonias and the alt from Mischief, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Jack Brody's in trouble. Jack goes down. Rams is after Mischief, and Mischief, maybe, no, not even close. And I don't know what this is. Jigger's gone back in, trying to get Ziggs. Beautiful satchel charge from Ziggs, and there's the ace, as Althos clears up Jiggerman. And Jax going a little styling, counter-striking the minions, saying, stun you bitches. I'm going to go get your inhibitor. And to be honest, probably more than the inhib with the ace up here. Yeah, there's the super fast mode. Jack's going for the inhib. Oh! That's an inhib down. That's an entire minion wave down. Now it looks like he's going to go top tower. He's got Althos with him. Boom! Alright, back to normal speed. Zigzag, not particularly close to the mark, but I mean, a huge ace late here in the game for the blue team, really getting this going. I mean, we keep talking about, like I said, the momentum has had many homes in this thing. And, oh, what a Noxian guillotine from Jack Brody, smashing Andrew down. But at this point, the purple jungle really belongs to blue, and their base is being overrun. And I'm not sure, outside of patience, something this team hasn't really shown a great deal of ability to do. I'm not sure, and this is a bad idea. Jigger chasing Ramza, falling for the laughing bait, but smartly still kind of seems to want to do this. But Dark Binding on Althos, that's not going to get the initiate. You want to get a Dark Binding on something much squishier than that. Althos at this point, rocking around with a Warmogs, Radaman's Omen, Sunfire Cape, Spirit Visage, and a little bit of help with a Phage. That's a tanky monstrosity at this point. So we're kind of back to where we were like a couple of minutes ago with this whole attempt to push middle here from the purple team, attempt to force a team fight. Let's see if they can handle it better this time than they did last time as an Ash Arrow comes in. Brennigan's Law is just launching those pretty much at will. When it comes off cooldown, you can bet one's coming out there. They get the good Dark Binding onto Jax. They get the ult from Mischief. But it's just not going right here. Viking Sun's down. Mischief's down. Jack Brody, yeah, it's another ace. And battle. I have to believe that will be game with only 2 towers standing between blue and a victory here for Box Knackers. I hope you enjoyed this battle, which was hosted mostly for learning purposes, but to get just a competitive atmosphere, get some fun in. And constructive criticism for the players and the shoutcaster, very welcome. But keep that in mind, there's a key word there. It is constructive. Anyways, good game to everyone who played. I mean, this was a pretty close game. There were mistakes. There were definitely things to learn from. But if they take this to heart and they look at their mistakes, I think some progress can be made here. Anyways, that is all. Hope you enjoyed this 4-part series on the first battle of the RCAF Championship Series.